So the timing of your meals is where the magic is happening. And what do I mean by that? Is that you can legitimately eat the same food, but just by changing up the timing of when you're consuming what, you can basically get your body back into shape again, purely just by changing up the timing of when you're eating certain things, right? So what I would like to sort of like wrap your head around is that when we're doing our meal plans together here right now, think about you want to have a 12-hour window from when you're eating dinner to when you're eating breakfast, right? Really start thinking about, okay, I'm finishing breakfast, I'm finishing dinner around 7 o'clock. I want to go for at least 12 hours before I'm eating breakfast. So that's after 7 o'clock in the morning. That's very natural, right? Very normal for a lot of people. But by having that window of 12 hours, you allow your body to really go down and deplete itself and go into that like going into the fasting phase, right? To really just get yourself empty. So you're not just eating 11 o'clock and then you're pouring food in again at like 6 or 7 o'clock. Your body is constantly in overdrive and trying to digest all the food that it's eating, right? So that's kind of like the first part of it, is having that 12 hours window from when you're finishing dinner to when you're having breakfast. Then you're looking at your nighttime as well. So again, being on this program here right now, a big part of you wants to get in shape, right? Is losing the belly fat, is losing the love handles, is getting in shape and losing some weight. So the timing of what you can do is simply at nighttime. And that's why I'm structuring your meal plans in that way of like having a lower calorie and carb meal for dinner, right? Because what happens at dinner time? You're done with the day, right? You're sitting down, you don't have to do too much. You're going to bed 2 or 3 hours later. You don't need a high calorie meal at dinner time, right? So just alone by cutting down the calories and cutting down the carbohydrates in particular at nighttime there, you're really utilizing that fasting process, right? That depleting process that now is happening overnight until you're having breakfast again there. Simple way of timing your meals with the 12-hour window and cutting down your calories and your carbs at dinner time. Just alone by those two, you can get into great shape by changing the timing of what you are eating, right? So again, with those two things in place, now you can look at the rest of the day. What do you do with the timing of the rest of the day? And that's how the meal plans are structured over. Having your bigger meal at lunchtime because you are, you're awake, your digestive system is up running, your body is working, your body can handle a little bit more, right? So that's why we're having the biggest meal at dinner time. Then obviously before workouts and after workouts, that's where we're focusing a little bit on the faster carbohydrates. That's where you're having your snacks with your fruits and these sort of things to have some fuel and have some energy to the workouts. And the same thing with the breakfast, we're focusing on basically building a pyramid. So you're going low calories-ish for breakfast, right? Topping at lunchtime, going down snack, and then finishing down with dinner again. By doing that, you're utilizing your body's own natural process of waking up and getting started in the morning, right? Finishing or topping up here when it's most awake and most alert and most able to handle the calories, and then you cutting it down slowly again at nighttime, and then you're utilizing the fasting process all the way overnight. And by doing that, you're just using that fine balance of the body's own ability to start helping you getting in shape, right? Because what does most people do? They're doing it very opposite. Right? A big bowl of cereals, loaded full of carbs and maybe toast and coffees and a croissant in the morning. Boom, that's how people are starting the day. Maybe a sandwich, maybe a big Chinese noodles for lunch, right? And then we're having maybe a piece of cake in the afternoon, and then we're having a big dinner at nighttime because I'm hungry right now. That's how most people are living their life. That's most people are eating all the way overnight. And then of course they're gonna have a little snack and a coffee maybe at nighttime before they go to bed. Who knows? So simply just by changing the timing, right? Following the meal plan we set up, and then think about that. When you wake up in the morning, you wanna go slowly into it. Top at lunchtime, and then go slowly downwards again, so you're utilizing that fasting process all the way to the next morning. Simply just by incorporating that mindset into how you're consuming your meals, that's where you are getting the best benefits from your body.